Oh, favorite spot? Man. You know what? I'd have to say right by the fountain at Ann Morrison Park on a Sunday morning. There's not a lot of people out. It's pretty amazing out there. It's pretty serene, and it's amazing that you have a city with a park so big. It takes up a huge chunk of the center of the city. That's pretty unique, and that's a pretty extraordinary spot. I remember one night, it was a great night. Had a really good dinner downtown. We went to this restaurant, Pie Hole. Pie Hole was great that night. We go out with friends, and we're interviewing people on the street. I have a flip camera to use for audio, and we're interviewing drunks for my radio show. A 6'5" drunk redneck dude walks up, grabs the camera out of my hand, and says, "You want me to smash this?" And then for about 20 minutes stands there like this. And I thought he'd passed out standing up. I'd never seen anything like it. And then he comes out and he's like, "All right, you mind your manners." I thought for sure there was going to be a fight or something. We ended that night sitting at Sherry's, and who walks into Sherry's? That 6'5" hillbilly. High fives me. Didn't remember, I think. He had my camera from earlier. That was a memorable night, most memorable night in Boise. Yes, pre-summer bash, we had Flo Rida on the bill, and we were starting off with the new boys, and I remember Taco Bell Arena, the half stage, was full. Every seat was full, and I asked the house manager, I said, "Hey, right before we start, can you cut the sound and then lower the lights so slowly that you almost imperceptibly don't notice they're going down?" But the minute they started to dim, everybody could tell. It was unbelievable. And side stage, I'm standing next to my friends, and I just grabbed the mic. I'm like, "Are you guys ready to have a good time?" And the place erupted. Erupted. You could feel the vibrations in your chest from everybody going nuts. I got up on stage, said hello, everybody's screaming. Next thing you know, I'm screaming, "Here come the new boys." And I thought the place was going to rattle to the ground. It was an unbelievable night. Every act was great. It was live on the money, and it was one of my favorite shows I've ever been a part of here. Okay, so here's the deal. I come here in August. It was an 80-degree day in August. I get off a Southwest Airlines flight, which at the time had direct flights from San Diego, so I thought, perfect. I'll fly right back and see my friends whenever I want. They drive me right down to BSU Stadium. That's when you could still walk on the blue turf. I get out on the blue turf. I'm taking some passes from BSU players that were practicing. Unbelievable experience. That doesn't happen now. And then we go out and we have dinner right here on 8th Street. Perfect day, leaves, bikes everywhere. I didn't realize that when you drive 20 minutes in any direction, you're out in the boonies, and nobody told me that. So I thought, this is awesome. I'm going to fly back to San Diego whenever I want. It's always warm like this. And then 3 months later, I'm sitting there looking out my studio window, watching a goat stand in the cold, snowy field, thinking, what the heck happened? What happened? I got screwed. So my first impression of Boise is not at all like my impression now, and I realize what makes this place so special is, yeah, it's beautiful, but you never go out when you don't run into somebody that you love. And I think that's unique to this city, and you're not going to find it in a lot of cities. You know, if you get in your car, park your car, and walk downtown, you'll end up seeing someone you know, and that's the thing I'll miss the most. The obvious answer is the fact that I've been dating long distance for 4 years, and now I'm going to go back and live in the same city as my girlfriend. So that has got to be number one. Number two, a close second, is going back to work in a city that I'm familiar with and has always felt like home to me, and working with a caliber of people that I feel like it's almost impossible to keep up with. And I think that sharpens your skills. They say in sports, always play someone better, and I think I'm going to get on that playing field. I think it'll be excited to be in a big city radio station, doing a big city radio show, and really at the end of the day, being in a place that has a beach and mountains, and Los Angeles 2 hours away, and really a place that feels like home. And honestly, after working here and being here in Boise for so long, the hardest part is not saying goodbye to the beautiful mountains or the downtown, but really the people that are here. And I wish I could take everybody with me, because San Diego is an unbelievable experience, but not a day will go by that I don't miss all my friends here.